I went on a journey to find some of the rarest, best, and most expensive Naruto minifigs I could on the market. And I also went down the cursed, forbidden path of trying to find the worst, and you won't believe some of the horrifying things that I found. Jumping right on in, we're going to take a look at one of my best. So this is Baryon Mode Naruto version 1 that I've showcased before on the channel. For those that haven't seen him, he has this nice clear cloak that he does wear. On the back is some magnets that attach to each of these tails. And he has that second set of tails behind him which have Ishiki's cubes attached to them. Now, version 2 coming in, which brings to the table those much larger chakra tails. Now, if we look also on the back, it's not magnetized. They're just sculpted as one giant piece. And also, this translucent hair really takes it up a notch. Both of these are custom minifigures, so they are going to be very difficult to find, and if you do, also quite expensive. Definitely digging version 2, though. Up next, we're going to be looking at the worst Madara that I do own. Now this one, the hair sculpt definitely off. We can see nothing was also sculpted separately. It's all printed onto the body there. And definitely the eyes are a little bit off too. And then we have my best Madara, which is leaps and bounds ahead of the other one. All the armor pieces are sculpted separately. Look at that glorious mane of hair that's just flowing backward. Definitely one that makes the top 10 in my entire collection, which, by the way, I need to do a collection update sometime in the near future. I think I might be able to get up to like 200 different minifigures. Anyway, let me know below if you want to see that sometime soon. And on the bottom of my best Jiraiya is those wooden sandals, I believe known as Gaara, and also just a perfectly done minifig. Over here, we do have the Jiraiya that's considered my worst. The head sculpt's definitely a little bit off there. The hair, the headband, it's just missing and lacking all around. And I'm very curious where you think this fits in the best or worst category. We have Kid Jiraiya. That's right. It came with a Gamabunta set that I had built a while ago. I never showcased it before, but this is the first time showing it, so let me know what you think. He's got such cute stubby legs. And for the third set, we'll take a look at the worst Deidara over here in my collection. We can see him wearing a belly shirt, what it looks like. The hair sculpt and face, not really that bad, but that outfit is not doing it for me. We have him over here. This is my custom version in the robes. Looks great, holding that bomb. Again, the hair sculpt awesome. If you pop this off, we get to see a different expression on the back. You can just hear him saying in the show, "Cuts!" as he's exploding something. Really well done. Now, also included with him is a owl. A very cool accessory that also has some studs on the back where he can stand there. It's like the ultimate stand for his minifigure. I also have a larger accessory for him of his giant clay dragon that I'll showcase in the future. We're also giving away this set of 10 Akatsuki members seen here. All you gotta do is be subscribed to the channel with a notification bell and leave a comment below on your favorite minifigure in the video. The winner's comment will be pinned and replied to by myself. Here's that cursed Naruto minifigure we saw in the thumbnail. Thankfully has a secondary expression. Up next is the premium custom Kid Naruto made by Figure Treasure. This is the authenticity card that showcases it is limited. And there he is, the best Kid Naruto on the market. We can see the kunai pouch was sculpted on there and also the ninja tool bag on the back. They actually connect with magnets. So small yet so much detail. Included as well are these 3 expressions as well as clear translucent hair because this is the VIP version of the minifigure. He also comes with Naruto's frog wallet. We can see it's actually full, which is not common. You see that in the series. And then there are these 3 Rasengans, which if you take a black light and shine on both them and his belly, the 8 trigram seal shows up. It's crazy cool how they have that little hidden detail in there. Just crazy to think how much they packed into one minifigure. And here's some awesome close-up shots of the different various ways you can display him with all the interchangeable parts. Here's also that 8 trigram seal lit up. Just such a cool detail they have. For those that don't know, Zabuza is my favorite in the series. Here is my worst minifig of him with the brick-built sword. And as you can see, his hair is actually made of rubber and white for some reason. About the only thing this one has going for it is going to be the skin tone. And so here is that brick-built sword again. Neat that they have that, but I wanted to show you the instructions real quick so you know I wasn't like swapping out hair parts. It truly is white. That was what was included in there, so pretty strange, but here is one of my best ones right here. I say one of because honestly I do have quite a few of these Zabuza, tons of amazing details they baked into it. Because he is my favorite, I do have quite a few versions. Here's my custom Mizukage version, his black outfit, and also his death right here with these swords in his back. Next is easily one of the least favorite members of the Akatsuki. So we can see on the worst version here, we have that Venus flytrap looking piece just kind of floating and jiggling around on top. The cloak is decent, nice, but they don't have any sleeves on it, so it kind of looks odd how his arms are just hanging out there. But for the best, it does look amazing. We can see obviously the Venus flytrap looking part around his head is a lot nicer. It doesn't jiggle, float around. The cloak itself also looks amazing how they did bring that to life, and the head sculpt on it is also pretty cool. Next is not a favorite of mine, but I know many do love Hidan, so we have the curse mark over here as my worst. They like messed up on the face there. It's like smaller or tinier than I think it should be. And again, kind of a brick-built weapon made out of different parts and accessories, and they gave him a ponytail for some reason. The white color hair definitely throws me off. It was much more silver in the series. Here's an upgraded version of that, much nicer. But of course, the custom is gonna take it home. I love how they brought his weapon to life, this sickle or scythe, get the chain going into his arm, and the cloak is very similar to how we saw Zetsu's before. I do hope one day I'm able to find some type of custom weapon or some sort that brings to life that black spike that he uses to pierce himself. Up next is Kakashi, my boy. What did they do to you? Look at this minifigure. This is just as bad as probably the Naruto that we saw before. No decals on the back, no headband. Just crazy how that one is just such a downgrade compared to this custom one over here. We have his Chidori going on, the lightning blade. It is made of kind of like a softer plastic. We have two different faces he can use as well. And it's always nice when they sculpt the armor or outfits separately, so it's cool to see the flak jacket on the outside. Just like Deidara before, we do have this separate stand of the Susanoo head with some studs on top, so we can key into that and stand on there. This is actually a series that came out. I do have one for Itachi and Shisui as well. Kid Gaara, whew, this is an expensive custom one made by a company or studio called Hola Amigo. The gore does attach to his back with a magnet, and as you can see, only 85 were made in the world with these accessories on the left and right. All these will serve as swap outs to bring to life the partial transformed Gaara as we saw in the tuning exams. 6 Pass Madara rocking that same hairstyle as Kakashi, and the skin tones off, just everything about this one, even the true secret orbs on the back, they tried. You can tell they definitely tried. And the staff on the front looks kind of strange, but the custom one is undisputably better. I love the sculpted outfit or the robe on him, and also the staff looks really well, especially those chakra particles floating on more to the tip of it. Most of these worst minifigs were made many years ago, so you can see how quality has definitely increased over time. Then we have adult Sasuke over here. Somehow, some way, he grew an extra arm, his cape, his face, his hair. Everything about this one just looks horrendous to me. The custom, of course, did a bang-up job. Now, this one right here carries his likeness so well. I'm always amazed. You can see, obviously, there's no arm over there, but I'm just amazed how they packed the likeness in such a small minifig. And then, of course, with adult Sasuke, we have to show a younger version of him. Now, this one over here, again, kind of goes in line with the Naruto that we saw before. Not too much going on for him. The hair sculpt, definitely off. Not the worst minifigure, but definitely not this best. This is definitely one of the holy grails in my collection. We have that custom sculpted purple rope that goes around, which holds his sword in the back, which can be removed from the sheath. Really cool how they did have that feature. And, you know, unlike I did for adult Sasuke, he should be holding his sword in like more of a reverse grip like this. And because he's one of my best, he deserves a proper throne. If you look here in the background, this is my giant Susanoo minifig. You can remove the head and put him into the studs in the top, put the helmet back on, and that is a proper throne for the amazing Sasuke. And what we have here is my 2 holiest of holy grail minifigures, Kurama and Susanoo, as we saw them duke it out at the end of the series. Be sure to let me know in the comments below what minifigure was your favorite today, and if you look forward to the next collection showcase. If you enjoyed this video, I know you'll enjoy this one as well. As always, I'll see you in the next. Do what you love and love what you do. Bam out!